Okay, so let's get right into it. Every business owner on the planet knows they need a website, right? But here's the catch. Almost nobody stops to think about what that website is actually supposed to do. It's not just about, having a presence online. It needs a job. It needs a purpose.
And you hear this all the time, don't you? We just need a new website. It sounds so simple, so productive, but honestly, it's usually a sign of a much bigger issue. It's treating your website like just another item on a checklist, something to get done, instead of what it really is, a powerful tool.
So, when you follow up with this question, but what do you need it to do? That's when everything changes. You can almost hear the crickets. Because all of a sudden, we're not just talking about having a website anymore. We're talking about its job. And that, right there, is what we're going to dig into today.
All right, so first up, the website problem. This is the biggie. See, there's a huge gap between what most businesses think a website is for and what a website that actually works is supposed to do. They're two totally different things.
And this really lays it all out, doesn't it? Look at the difference. On one side, you've got the old way of thinking. It's an online brochure, basically a digital flyer that just sits there. It's passive. But on the other side, that's where the magic is. A high-performing website is an active system. It's not just a destination. It's a machine that filters out the wrong people, guides the right ones, and actually helps grow the business. One is a cost you have to pay. The other is an engine that pays you back.
Okay, so if it's not just a pretty brochure, then what is its real job? That brings us to our next point. And listen, if you only take one thing away from this whole explainer, make it this. This is the key to making your website a real asset.
And here it is, plain and simple. A high-performing website is a system that turns the right visitors into inquiries. And I can't stress that word right enough. This isn't about getting a flood of traffic. It's about getting the right kind of traffic, the people who are a perfect fit for what you do.
Because let's be real, more traffic is totally meaningless if it's the wrong traffic. I mean, would you rather have 1,000 people walk into your store who can't afford anything or 10 people who are ready to buy? It's a no-brainer. A great website doesn't just open the front door to everyone. It acts like a really good doorman. It attracts the right crowd and politely guides the others away. So the people who end up contacting you are the ones you actually want to talk to.
So how does a website actually pull all this off? How does it do this filtering and converting? Well, that's what we're getting into next. It really boils down to doing 5 core jobs and doing them really, really well. Let's walk through them. So here they are, the 5 jobs of a website that works. It gets you found, makes people feel they're in the right place, builds trust quickly, guides people to take action, and grows with your business. If your site can nail all 5 of these, I'm telling you, it stops being an expense and becomes one of your most valuable assets. Let's take them one by one.
First up, number 1, it has to get you found. And this isn't some kind of dark magic. It's just about being crystal clear. Think about it from Google's perspective. If your site is just a confusing mess, Google has no idea what you do or who you do it for, so it's not going to show you to anyone. That's why having a clean structure with pages for each of your services, for each location, it's non-negotiable. You're basically giving Google a roadmap to understanding your business.
Okay, job number 2. The second someone lands on your site, they need to feel like, yes, I'm in the right place. And this slide shows the difference perfectly. Most websites are all me, me, me. We've been in business for 20 years. But a strong website flips that around. It talks to the visitor about their problem. Imagine you land on a page and the first thing you read perfectly describes the issue you're facing. What do? You breathe a sigh of relief. You think, these guys get it, and you stick around.
All right, so let's say we've done the first 2 jobs. Someone found you, they landed on your site, and they feel like you understand them. Now what? Well, this is where the real work begins. We have to build trust and then guide them to take the next step. This is how you turn a casual visitor into a serious lead.
Job number 3 is all about trust. And you have to build it fast because people are skeptical online. The golden rule here is simple. Show, don't just tell. We've all seen those cheesy stock photos. They don't fool anyone. Trust is built with proof. We're talking real photos of your actual team, real projects you've actually completed, real results for real clients. That's the stuff that makes people believe in you.
And job number 4, guiding people to take action. You would be shocked how many websites completely drop the ball here. They make it a treasure hunt to find a phone number, or they give you 10 different confusing buttons to click. No! A great website holds the visitor's hand. It makes the next step completely obvious and ridiculously easy. Click here to book a call. Fill out this form for a quote. No guesswork involved.
And last but not least, job number 5. And this is the one almost everyone forgets.
Your website has to be able to grow with your business. Launching a website isn't the end of the project. It's the very beginning. It's a living thing. When you add a new service, or open a new office, or finish an amazing project, that needs to go on the site. Every new page is another chance for a customer to find you.
So, when you put all of that together, when you start seeing your website as this machine that has to do all 5 of these jobs, something really cool happens. There's a total mindset shift. It stops being this thing you just have to pay for, and it becomes what it's supposed to be, a real, valuable asset for your business.
And this is the bottom line right here. The old way of thinking, your website is just a place to send people. The result? It's a digital brochure, and it's an expense on your balance sheet. But the new way of thinking, it's a system designed to attract clients. And the result of that? It becomes a true asset, an investment that actively brings you more and better business.
So at the end of the day, here's what it all comes down to. A website isn't about how it looks, it's about what it does. I mean, don't get me wrong, a nice design is great, but a gorgeous website that nobody can find, that doesn't build any trust, and that doesn't bring in a single lead, it's failing. The focus has to be on results, period. And that really brings us to the final question you should be asking yourself. Because once you get this, you stop worrying so much about making it look pretty, and you start asking the one question that actually matters. How do we make it work?